So the problem why it's not running because page 706 we did the expression wrong. So now we're going to validate it and for the calculate field, and I'm going to change it expression. So the expression is not percentage under 5, it's age percentage under 5. It's right here. And once we fix this, it should work, okay? Now let's validate it one more time and let's run. It's going to take a little bit. So you might, when you watch my video carefully, you might figure out the problem, and then not until I look around again and then, oh, the expression. So I put percent, I create a field and I calculate the field, and then I use that field to divide it by the total population. It won't work. That's why when I go back to the study area block and we see all those numbers are null. So sometimes you can just look around to look at each layer and look at the attributes and see what's happening there and try to figure it out. What did you do wrong? So in this exercises, I missed was calculate field that I use the new field to in the expression that's why later I check it doesn't calculate it for me because I wanted to use the calculation field, and I tried the manual way to calculate it, and then I found the problem that I misspelled the calculation expression. And now our model completed, and let's go take a look. Yay, it works. So now we're going to change the symbology to green, and now we're going to look. So we're going to refresh. Now it works. We're going to put the streets back. Yay. Okay, and then we can just zoom to layer. And we can now save our model. Oh, they're really busy here, but it should just show the first layer, and we're going to save the model. Model is no problem with that. So I'm going to put streets on top. So now you can examine that the symbology, we change it, and it's a stretched color ramp with darker colors representing higher percentage. Now we're going to move on to chapter 20, the last exercises. We're going to use reclassification. It's a very important tool for raster analysis. So the last exercises will be combining raster surface, and I'm going to save this and close it out. And then we're going to click exercise B. And when we open it up for exercise B, that we should see the center rosa map that have a 3 suitability surface. They remove the data we don't need. And we're going to set the geoprocessing environment. Geoprocessing environments for raster analysis, set the size to 100, the same like previously, and set the mask to study area block groups. So now we're going to do it again. Environments and raster analysis, and we're going to specify below, and we already have it and we don't have to do it again. So we're going to turn on the sustainability surface on and off. Sustainability. Where is sustainability? Click suitability. Surface. So turn the suitability surface on and off. Suitability, let me check it out. Clinic suitability. Okay, and then turn on the effects toolbar, and we're going to experiment with the swipe tool as another way to view multiple layers. Wow, that's cool. Okay, it's the effects tool, and we're going to use the swipes. Right here. Swipes tool. Click and drag reveal what is beneath the chosen area layer. Click and drag. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, now click and drag. Yeah. And we're going to explore the streets as well. Wow. Isn't it cool? Yeah, that's really cool. And we're going to do the rocks. Yeah, we see some changes. And we can zoom in a little bit and get a closer looker. Computer is not running fast. So the distance raster covers a small area that the density in children rasters. That is because you entered a maximum calculation distance of a half-mile from bus stops. Areas beyond a half-mile are unsuitable locations for the new clinic. Before you combine the three surfaces, it will be good to ensure that they cover the same area. So we did the clip tool to cut out the surface. So with raster, you can use a similar operation called extract. So now we already open, we're going to open the tool again. So then we're going to open our model, data, and toolbox model, and we're going to click edit. So now that's the first model we're going to save as. And then we're going to call it chapter 20B. Okay, now that's the model we're going to use and going to build a new one for the last exercises. And we will use the extract by masks tool twice, once to reduce the extent of the density raster, and a second time to reduce the extract of the children raster. You want to both to match the extent of the distance raster. Then you will use the reclassify tool on all the three surfaces to give them a common scale, assigning the highest value to the most desirable characteristics. Finally, you will use the map algebra to add the three surfaces together. The output of this operation will be your final suitability map. So now, okay, everything is ready. We're going to search the tool. So we're going to drag the extract by mask tool from ArcGIS72 from spatial analysis, extension tools from the model, and open that tool. So we're going to drag it. Where is my search window? Right here, okay. Extract by mask. Okay, now we're going to double click on it. So the first one we're going to put is density. And then input raster will be distance, density, and distance, density, and distance, density, and distance. For the output layer, we're going to save it in chapter 20. Yay, it's already here, right? Yeah, it's already here, 20. And we're going to call it extract underscore density. I'm going to click apply, hit OK, and then now we have it. So again, we're going to drag the masks tool again and do it. And then this time we're going to use the children intermediate. So input raster will be distance. And the same we're going to use from them and save it as. We're going to call it extract underscore children. And hit save, hit apply, hit OK. And now your model looks somewhat different from the graph. So you might, depending how you're going to arrange it. So we're going to run the model and then add the 2 new output to the map. Run it. Okay, and then we're going to add them. Let me reorder them. So now I know which one. Extract children and extract add to display, and this add to display. And now we can see those other extract. And now we're going to 3 surface are now called distance. We have a distance. Where is our distance? Right here, distance. And then 1 is distance. Euclidean is distance. Extract distance. Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance, and extract by masks. And extract density. Extract density. Children. Extract children. Extract density. Wait a second. Extract density. Extract by masks. The first one is density to children. Density. For density, we need density and then distance. And then for the other one, we need children and distance. And extract children. Yes. And make sure and hit OK. And then we add to display. And now we must reclassify the data set so they will be they can all used together. So now we're going to assign a common scale to each. So now we're going to use the tool 3 times. So now we're going to put reclassification. Reclassify 3 times. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to open the first reclassify tool. For the input raster, we're going to put extract density. Extract density. I know it's look a little crazy, but we have to follow everything. Extract density, and the input value will be click intermediate. Extract density. Extract density. Extract density. It's intermediate. And